All right, so we've started the recording. All right, so welcome everybody to call number 4, TRC call number 4. So let's do, I'm just going to show my screen real quick, and we'll go over a couple things. All right. Okay, so just housekeeping, or just to let you know, we're going to be moving into the partner referral training beginning next week, and that's a big piece of the referral challenge. There's a lot involved there, but again, it all integrates, it all works together, and we will just work through it together as a unit. There will be more to come on the client side. We still got 2 campaigns to give you, and one biggie is the 30-day referral challenge. That's fine, but we're going to recommend that be something that you implement in the fall anyway, so there's no real rush there, but we do have a very substantial campaign to give you. Real quick, want to mention Referizer beta group, bring this to y'all's attention. There's been a little bit of talk about it on the Facebook group today. We are in negotiations right now with them to put together a beta group. The Referizer is, you can learn about it at referizer.com. It's a very, very cool software program that looks very promising. Glenn Greer, who's in the group in TRC, is using it right now, speaks very highly of it. He just did it has a lot of different components, so I'm not going to go into it all. You can take a look at it at your leisure. But we are doing a beta group. There's only 2 more spots available in that beta group right now. We've got Fred and Jeff are already in it. Val says he is most likely going to be in it. So if you have an interest, definitely look at it and PM me on Facebook as soon as possible if you'd like to get in. It would be a substantial savings on their price. And but if you don't have an interest, don't worry. We're going to test it all. If you don't have an interest now, or it's just not a good fit now, don't worry, because we're going to get the beta group in, test it all out. If everything looks great, which we anticipate it will, and works the way we hope it will, then we're going to recommend it to everybody, and we'll try again and to keep the cost down as low as we can. We don't own the software, so we're at their mercy to some degree. But we will build out all the campaigns for it and everything. So anyway, it looks very exciting. Like I said, if you have an interest, PM me this soon. The only requirements are that you must be serious if you want to be in the beta group, and because there's some onboarding, it's going to be 2 1-hour trainings to get this thing onboarded. So there's a little bit to learn, but Aaron and I will work with you, and we're going to bring on somebody full time if need be, just to do onboarding going forward. And you got to be ready, willing, and able to implement quickly so that we can test quickly. All right, so that's it for okay, that's all I got. So we'll just go into question mode. Let me stop this share. All right. Oh, hey, Brad's here. All right, cool. Hey, Brad.
Hello.
And Keith's here too. Excellent. All right, so that's the news. That's the update. Anybody got any questions on what I just covered, which is not much, but or anything else? And anyone? Bueller? All right, so then I will just take a second to do this. I'm going to, Brad, did you hear and Keith, did you guys hear what I was saying about Referizer?
I caught the last probably a minute and a half of what you're talking about. So,
all right, I'm going to share my screen one more time, just show you guys this real quick, because we're excited about it. We'll be more excited once we get in and start using it. But we've heard good things. As I said, Glenn Greer is using it right now. This is their homepage looks like this. They call it the world's most advanced marketing automation platform for local businesses. So it's very specific to the local. It does some things that would be redundant for most of you. It has email marketing built in, but if the email is good, it would allow you to drop your email that you're currently using unless you just love it. You can always integrate the 2. But that's not the reason. It's not the email that got our attention. Let me show you. Let me just show you some of the things that it does that really got our attention. So it's the referral marketing piece, which is neat. There's a lot that's done automated. It's all tracked. All the, that's one of the really exciting things. It's all automated and trackable. You can push out different email or different referral offers, and it's not all done. There is an app, but it's online. It's not all just phone related. The app is not an essential piece, as I understand it. They just use an image of a phone here. So it's got the referral marketing piece. It's got the affiliate network, which is very interesting because we're about to go into the partner training side of this. And what this does, it says here, you can also get referrals from nearby businesses through our Partner Up program. Your prospective pool of customers increases every time you partner up with another business that offers a complimentary product or service. So this is a way to, what we do with partners right now, partner referral marketing, it's all reciprocal. You promote for them, they promote for you, that type of thing. With this affiliate network, you could still have that reciprocity, but you could also have a remuneration component. You could actually, pay people for leads, and they could pay you for leads. So anyway, it's just interesting. We're going to look more at this, but I like that they've got it built in. They got a landing page component. This is somewhat limited, and it's specific to the referizer, the referral component of this. So it's not like a lead pages that's built into this thing. Retention boost. They got a nice customer loyalty program, which Glenn was telling me about yesterday. He's been using. It's getting a lot of traction with his folks because they can check in and not check in like on Facebook check-in, but they can earn rewards and things like that with a loyalty program, which is also obviously tied into your referral program. It's got the SMS marketing, which is nice. And these are all pieces that cost a decent amount of money if you get them individually. So it's got the SMS marketing, another very cool component, and very helpful for generating referrals because texts get open quite a bit. It's got the email stuff, as we talked about. And then it's got this reputation management piece, which is a big deal and something that we were looking at another company to help with this, but things didn't work out with that. This is huge because you can get a lot more reviews very quickly. Facebook, Google, Yelp reviews, build your star rating. That's a big deal, goes a long way in terms of social proof. Helps in everything that you do. Plus, it's feedback. It's not just the reviews. You're getting feedback from your clients. So it's like a feedback loop with your clients, which is great. And then the Yelp and Google integration, the SMS it's got SMS autoresponders built in and some holiday email stuff. So there's a lot of things. Again, it might appeal to some of you, might not appeal to you. It's totally, we're not forcing it on anybody. Just want to let you know that we're seriously looking into it. We're going to launch this beta group and have some folks test it out, and we'll report back and let you know how things go.
How do you implement it then? Do you upload your list into it, or how does that go?
Exactly. It's got a CRM built in, which is nice too. If you're, if you've got something like Infusionsoft, then you're squared away with CRM and email and landing pages and things like that. And so this is so you'd upload your database into it, and then you can just start putting out information, putting out these offers, referral marketing offers and such like things like that. To be honest, what I think is best, if you have an interest, is to take a look at the website, see if that appeals. If it does, then PM me. I'm going to mute everybody.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I muted everybody. Except for Aaron. I'll unmute in a second. But the best way to get information is just to look at the website right now, because I don't want to I'm not trying to sell it to anybody. All I want you to know is that we have this opportunity. If you'd like to get in on the beta group, you got to let me know pretty quickly because we've only got a couple spots left. But if you can't get in or, to the beta group now, if it's not a good time for you, whatever, as I said earlier, don't sweat it, because if this looks good, then we'll have tested it, we'll have vetted it with this beta group. And if everything's good, then we'll roll it out to everybody who wants in, and we'll build out all the campaigns and everything for it.
Eric, didn't Sean mention yesterday that they were working with Facebook to incorporate Facebook reviews for this too?
Yes, they are. They're working with Facebook right now. They're going to incorporate the Facebook reviews, and so it looks very promising in a lot of ways. I'm going to try unmuting everybody again. Still got some background. All right. Anybody got? Yeah, go ahead, Randy. You got something?
No, I think it's Billy.
Oh.
His face pops up.
Billy's the troublemaker. Oh no, he muted himself.
There you go.
So I guess my question is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on week 2. We're our goal is to get more leads. We've got the crystal ball. We're about to do a goal setting. So our goal is to get more leads coming in. But in the meantime, we're also going to be implementing the charity. We haven't done those steps yet, meaning like charity check-ins, and we're still going through it. And we've got our charities. It's just, when are we going to start making these pieces come together? So all that being said is, with that, I mean, since y'all are looking for beta, should I keep doing what I'm doing, which is plugging along with each week going on? Because I'm still on week 2. I got in last week or the week before that, but we're just, we're trying to implement each thing. So that being said, is what you're talking about something that I should go ahead and okay, let's jump, because I do have 2 1-hour sessions. I can block out time for that, but at the same point, should this be something I incorporate later on when everything else is in place?
Yeah, and good question. And I think that the criteria that maybe is best to use in making this decision, Brad and everybody, is, are you at a place right now where you feel like this would give you an immediate, you'd be able to implement it quickly, and where it would give you it would have an impact on your business quickly? And are you, does it excite you right now? Because the thing is, like I said, if this works, and we believe it will, and we're going to work hard to make it work, it's going to be available for a long period of time. I mean, for as long as we're going to be around, I would imagine, because we're going to partner up and wrap a lot of things around this stuff. So there's no rush to get in now. And Brad, I know how you are. You're just chugging, you're cranking, you're getting things done, moving forward. And I don't want to do or encourage anything that would interrupt that process for you. So I would say take a look at the website. If it really gets you going, if it excites you, and it's something you want to move forward with now, then let me know quickly. But if not, don't worry, because you can get on board later on. I hope that helps.
It does.
All right. Anybody else have any questions about Refrizer or anything else?
Brad, I say jump in there while it's doing beta.
Yeah.
You can keep your old software. I mean, you really don't have to change anything. You're going to be testing it. So that's what I'm going to do. But so I have all these systems already in place, but I'm doing everything manually, which is driving me nuts. So I have a loyalty app, but in order to send out a text through the app, I have to manually go in and do it. There's not like a drip campaign. None of them integrate with MindBody, which is forces me to do everything manually. And then so you'll have the manual drip campaigns from text that come from MindBody. So you get automatic referrals. All that stuff is on autopilot, which is the way we want to have it done. Their email integrates with MindBody, so you can have your onboarding, which is where I'm falling to have a crack. I'm having to do it manually, which I just did it manually this week. And so I think the referrals that you'll get just from the text message campaigns is going to pretty much do it. Not only that, the getting people to give you reviews. Like, I have to send out emails, offer them money, make charitable donations to, donations to charitable organizations, which is all fine, but all of that stuff is extra work. And now it's going to be on autopilot. And they have the app, so you can randomly send your clients coupons, and all they have to do is just email it to their friend. I mean, all of this stuff is going to be on autopilot. I don't know. The only thing that scares me is the transition, which I'm willing to do it if the deliverability on the emails is good. That's why I want to test it. Other than that, I'm going to be getting rid of 3 other pieces of software and making it all one. And the reason I wanted to check into it is I did the call and I was like, oh my gosh, this fits directly into Eric and Aaron's program. Like, if this software works like it says and you implement all the stuff in the referral challenge in there, it is a complete no-brainer. And I think it will.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And the only question, well, I mean, we haven't gotten in and used it yet. All I know is what anecdotal. Glenn Greer is using it. He loves it. Okay, so we've done a demo with these guys. They've showed us the stuff. It all looks good, but none of us have actually used it. Glenn's the only one who's used it. So I don't know, because I've been burned by software before, as probably all of you have had issues with software. So, but Fred is going to jump in and he's going to beta test it. Jeff Tomaszewski is going to do it, and we're going to get a couple other folks to do it. Val Fuji said he's interested as well. So looking for 1 or 2 more. And I think if it works out well, the only real question mark on my mind right now, because everything else is not too overly difficult in terms of the automation of the software stuff, it's the email, as Fred mentioned, email deliverability. If they have that, if the deliverability is good, that's huge, because then you cut out your email unless you're in love with it, with what you're using. And if so, you can use both. But
and the rep yesterday that we were speaking to really did what he could to convince us that it is an excellent software and that they take all these steps to make sure that you get delivered and not have spam and all that stuff coming up. So at least on the sales rep side, he believes in it.
Yeah, no doubt. Randy, I just read your note. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the way that I'm looking at it. If I use it for everything other than email, and the only email campaign that I had was a trigger that went from new members to my onboarding process, it still would be worth $200 a month for me.
Yeah.
It still would be worth $200 a month.
Yeah.
Because we're already getting referrals. I literally do 0 paid advertisement. I might run a Facebook ad every now and again. It's all referrals for me, especially when you have a larger membership. And so every time I have like a transformation challenge and I get 50 new members, 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm going right into a referral contest, because now I have 50 new people to draw from that have new friends and new family. And so that's where it's going to come into play for me. I'm going to have it all automated. So I'll be able to go from a transformation challenge or any kind of membership push right into a campaign and do that over and over and over and over again on autopilot. That's my goals. So if the only thing I'm using email for is my new members going into my onboarding email sequence, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the things that got Aaron and me so stoked about it once we started looking at it and really investigating, is that it can become, if it all works good, and I keep throwing out that caveat because we got to get in and test it, but if it all works the way we hope it does, this is truly automated referral marketing.
It is.
Yeah. And so you got the benefit of automation with the power of referrals. That's strong stuff. But it doesn't, let me just say that this does not negate all the other things that we are doing. They all will work together. And we're not going to go exclusively into this automation piece, because a big piece of referral marketing is the relationship, the personality of it, and so you want to be doing more than just an automated process, but you definitely want to automate what you can. And this allows us to do that. All right. Any other questions, comments about this or anything else?
I would just add that the automation part is going to be really attractive. What you guys haven't seen yet that is coming, but when it comes to the business, getting those guys, your business partner, involved, this automation piece is going to be huge on that end. It's going to make it a lot more of a slippery slide for them to adopt, I would believe. Eric, you think that?
Yeah, no doubt. And because one of the big issues with partnering, for those of you who've tried it, one of the big issues is that you guys have a much higher level of marketing education than most of the other local business owners you run into. And so you guys get it when it comes to strategic alliances, the power of that. But a lot of other business owners don't. They like the idea of getting referrals from other businesses, but they're unsure of how to execute in a lot of different ways, and it can be problematic. What they can, so they might not be able to wrap their head around strategic alliances per se, but what they can absolutely wrap their head around is a piece of software that automates referral marketing. And when they, if they're using the software and you guys are using the software, that becomes a very seamless partnership that can really go places. So that, yeah, there's a lot to it. This is all long-term stuff. Nothing's going to instantly explode overnight, as we all hopefully know. But it's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to try it. Put all my stuff together. I mean, like you said, it definitely doesn't negate everything else. It's still relationship marketing. It's still customer service and that kind of thing. But the end result is it's less work for me.
Oh yeah.
With the way that I operate my business, and the 3 or 4 different softwares I have to use, and none of them talk to each other. So yeah, I mean, I've done 2 calls with them, and I narrowed it down to the only thing that I would be worried about would be switching all my email marketing over, particularly from my online business, not for the offline, because the deliverability is not quite as important there. But, with the online, people are used to getting emails from a certain server from me. And I don't want that, because the last time I switched, it dipped for a little while and it really hurt. So, but like I said, I'll just keep my other one if I have to.
That's what I do. I mean, I've got 3 email services right now that I just because for the reasons you just expressed, but I agree with you. Whenever you can optimize and, get rid of something, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so for me, I think that even if I kept ConvertKit and only use it for online, it would be like, I don't know, maybe $50 a month or something.
Right.
I went to this software, but then I switched from using Wufoo because I won't need Form Builder anymore. I won't need my Flock app anymore or anything with that. So I'm really out of pocket, not that much money at all. So I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure that I can make it work. I've already been thinking about it. I've already been looking at it over and over and over again. I already know all the things I'm going to deploy right away. So if I can get some return on a few of the ideas that I have right out the gate, I'll be golden. Of course, I'll share that,
Fred, what is your CRM that you're using? What is your email platform?
I use ConvertKit.
Yeah. I just got I'm going to see if I can find it and show it to you real quick. Glenn Greer and I were exchanging a few messages on Facebook yesterday because I asked him, I asked him specifically about ConvertKit because Aaron and I were about to get on a call with these guys. And so he sent me all this stuff. He just did a text blast through them through Referizer, and he played me a video of all the sent me a video of all the people that were responding to him. So he's saying the text and SMS. I'm not going to bother trying to show it to you. I've got it here. It's cool because he got a lot of responses, and that's the beauty of text. I mean, it's email. You absolutely got to keep using email, but when you can put text on top of that, it can really drive things nicely for you. I mean, text is powerful. It's powerful stuff. So yeah, Glenn's gotten a lot of reviews. He's done well with the texting piece of it. He's done well with, anyway, I don't want to belabor it all. As I said, it's exciting. If you're interested, let me know. If not, no worries. We'll tell you more about how the beta group goes. All right. Oh, I see, Brad, I see your note. You've never done SMS. Yeah. Yeah, SMS can be strong for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I just do text messages through my Flock app. But there again, there's nothing automated. It all has to be all manual. which is, you know, just one more thing that I have to do on top of a million other things. And so what happens when it's manual is that you fall, but you lose your consistency. And so
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm trying to get away from.
Well, I'll tell you one of the features that, and just real quick, since we're still on the subject, one of the features that really got my attention is that they give you a phone number that you can then put on your website if you like. And when people call that number, it rings through to your office directly. But if it also automatically, if there's no answer or something in the office, I forget exactly how it works, but it automatically puts that person into an SMS queue, an autoresponder queue, via text, just to say, hey, thanks for calling. Sorry we missed your call. If you're interested in receiving, you know, a special offer from us, just reply yes or something like that. And if not, reply stop. And if they reply yes, boom, you shoot them out a coupon immediately via text or something, you know, some offer type thing. So you're capturing the contact information and you're being able to send out an offer all automatically. That's beautiful. So there's a lot of neat stuff about it. A lot of neat stuff. But again, we got to see. And Fred's going to help us determine that because he'll be executing quickly. And same with Jeff T. and whoever else is in the group. All right. Any other questions on anything else? Brad, if you want, you don't have to mute yourself if you don't want to. It's up to you. I mean, we can listen to you chew. Yeah.
Brad, have you never heard that if you don't bring enough for everybody, don't bring any?
Yeah, I know you're making me hungry. Goodness gracious. Brad burns calories at a higher rate than most normal.
It's been a fast day. So this is actually a bar. I've only had shakes so far today. So I'm ready for that. I'm done after this, and I'm ready to actually eat food.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I will say that I think that this is something that I do need to integrate. I mean, any large group. So I probably will figure out what I need to do to get on the whatever next step I need to do. So if Fred's doing it, I need to do it.
All right. Well, then that closes us out because Randy's already said that he wants in too. So that's everybody. So, okay. So that's good. We've got a good beta group to start with. And I'll follow up with you, Brad, and let you know, give you further information about it. We're looking to try and, get going next week, or at least get the ball rolling next week. And then maybe the training will be the week thereafter. But I'll let you know. Okay. Other things then. Any other questions, issues, observations, anything? Wayne, any problems that you're running into or anything that we can help you with specifically?
No, just trying to catch up.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I'm really happy that we have given you guys a lot of stuff, and we're going to continue to give you a lot of stuff. And Camellia, as I've mentioned to many of you previously, is always advising us, to not overwhelm you. And we absolutely don't want to overwhelm anybody, but we want to make sure you have everything that you need and then help you to implement it on a schedule that works for you. So we're not trying not to demand that you got to do this, got to do that. We don't know what your particular schedule is. We just want you to know that we are here to help, and anything that we can do to help, we will do within reason, not flying out to your house.
Phenomenal fee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Billy, you got anything? Anything in particular that you want to discuss? Any problems we can help you with?
Not so much. Everything's going really well. We're moving along. I'll give you some updates. I don't know if you remember. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was asking you guys about delegation.
Yeah.
And you guys gave me some good feedback, and it was all good. I actually ended up, just for my particular situation, I went with your idea, Eric, which was to actually, it was a little bit of a combination. So I delegated a lot of stuff to this younger guy that's a rock star that's just going to come on board, and he's got the potential to definitely be a leader at some point soon, hopefully. And so he's happy to do it. Everything that you said was an opportunity for him to kind of work closer with me and be kind of like a personal assistant. His key result area is like really extensive. He's doing everything from training to sales calls to sales consultations to being that assistant. So, and he's handling it all well so far, and he's excited, and so it's really helped me a lot. So thank you for that. So now it's just about the next step of I think it might be just a matter of time, but it's kind of like getting everything efficient. He's got all this stuff to do, batching tasks and all that stuff. So I know it's a very vague question, but that's kind of what we're dealing with now, is just getting him to be efficient at all the stuff that he does. And I know that's just going to come with time and me leading him and guiding him. And it's just really early on. But I guess that would be like the follow-up to that.
Yeah, and I just want to commend you. I think that's awesome, because what we all need to get better at or constantly work on is delegation management, because ultimately that's what's going to give us the freedom that we want. Because any decent sized business, you just can't do it alone. So good for you for doing that. I would say the number one thing. First, let me mention, Dick Chilton was over for Christmas Eve dinner. Dick is the guy who created the duplicator program for us in MPE, the management program, and he's a good old friend of ours. And so he comes over every Christmas Eve for dinner with his wife, Kit, and talk to him about having him do a webinar with you guys and Camellia, talking about some management best practices. He's definitely up for it. So we're going to line that up, number one. But number two, to directly answer your question, if Dick were here, and I'm going to channel Dick right now, he would say, Billy, God damn it. No, he would say, Dick's a rough guy, but he doesn't, anyway, he would say, Billy, review. It's all about the reviews. And so it's about, implementing stuff and then reviewing what you do on a weekly basis with this guy. So it's that constant reinforcement of the things that it's inspecting what you want to expect. So constantly reviewing. I would schedule a 1 hour time period every week where you sit down with him and just have him tell you everything he's doing and go through and review. It's going to be really, really important. All right. Anybody else want to comment on that, add to that has experience with, delegation management?
I'll throw one more thing in there. That I think I know what I want to do, but I'm sure a little extra feedback can't hurt. I'm thinking about compensation plan for him, and part of that is sales commission on memberships. We do probably like most of you guys, we do mostly 12-month programs. What do you guys do in terms of percentages or commissions or that kind of thing?
Okay, so the question, I think, Billy, correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about the commission percentage you would pay to this guy for taking over the sales role. Is that right? Okay. Anybody doing that? Fred, I know you said you're not doing sales anymore. You've delegated all that, but you went into it a little bit before, but I forget. Are you paying out a commission or how is that working?
I don't pay out a commission for sales. They do get paid for doing a strategy session. But the way that I loop around is that my coaches get paid more for when they train. So what happens is they can, I think they're more excited about selling something if they know they're going to get commission. Like if they get the client and they get a higher commission for a longer period of time, rather than just paying them a flat rate and giving them something on the initial sale. So that's the way that, I've been doing it. It's worked out well. It's not what the majority of the industry is doing right now. I'm probably one of the lone guys still paying commission on training. So I do half and half. I have flat rate for classes and commission on private and semi-private. So they're able to make more money when they do semi-private and private. So that's what gives them the fire to go out and try to help me recruit clients. And then when they come in, they sell in hardcore because they know that if they have 3 or 4 people in a group, their commission is going to go way up. And so I do it. I don't know. I consider that like a backdoor way of doing it. I don't really like just the sales commission part because then then there's a balance between who all gets the strategy sessions you know, that kind of thing. I don't really have any experience with that, just to be honest. That's just the way I do it.
Brad, what about you? Are you still doing all your sales? So you're muted, Brad.
That's big thing. We went from 150 clients to this past month. That was in 2015, the end of 2015. And then this past month, we were 139 clients. So I'm saying all that because our leads have not led to raising the hand and a lot. So yes, I still do. I do group orientations and kickoffs for kind of our FEOs. And then right as of now, I do all my sales. So, but when I have done sales, when I have had someone else, I just give them a flat rate upon whichever they do. So, if someone's doing it for me, they do a 12-month rate. I'll give them whatever the 10% of that particular 12-month fee. I know everyone's different, but as of now, I'm still doing, because that's one of my main job responsibilities, which I have a few. But
yeah. All right. Wayne, what about you? Are you doing all your sales?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay.
One-on-one after they try us out for maybe 3 or 4 times free. And then I'd sit down with them one-on-one, preferably right after a training session. Or sometimes we do a few challenges throughout the year, and we try to do a group close at the end.
All right. All right. Good. Yeah. So I guess you kind of got to feel your way with it, Billy. But hopefully
Yeah.
you got some good feedback there.
Yeah, for sure. I think I know what's going to work well.
All right. All right. Good. All right. Anything else to discuss, guys? No.
Not that I know of.
All right. All right. Well, then I think we're just going to go ahead and call it a wrap. I appreciate all your time, and thanks for being on the call, and we'll just talk again soon. All right. Okay.
adios. Thank you.
Adios.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.